Don't we just love those motivational quotes? Don't stop, keep going, don't give up. Bullshit. If that's what you're here for, baby, here's your trigger warning. That's not what we're talking about in this video. So click off now, go watch some bunnies and butterflies and keep living in that la la land. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my reflections on why it's okay to quit and why you're totally 100% justified in that. It's been about 2 months since my last video, and in that time I have been going through it. Lots of ups, lots of downs, lots of great things. I moved cities, I moved homes, I got a puppy, I started a new job. I mean, just the whole shebang. I'm changing my car in the next 2 weeks. So I mean, it's just a lot of changes. 2023 has been such a year, and if you're going through it, hopefully you'll find this video insightful.
Give up. Go home and sleep. Fuck it.
If nobody ever told you this before, I want you to hear it from me first. Here's your PSA that it is okay to quit. It's okay to let go. It's okay to evolve and change your mind on things you once thought you wanted, or even who you once thought you were. Growth does not equal perseverance. I'm gonna say that again for the people in the back. Growth does not equal perseverance. Growth is the ability to discern when to quit and when to let go of things that are holding you back. No situation is worth hanging in there for when deep down you know that it's wrong and you know that it doesn't make you happy and it doesn't align with your concept of living your best life, whatever that means. And what I've realized is sometimes quitting opens up opportunities that you never saw coming. And so my philosophy is, since I'm a very analytical person, is it's okay to quit, and quitting is worth the price if it feels wrong, if it disturbs your peace. And this is my favorite one. The moment it starts disturbing your peace, you need to cut it. You need to let it go. If it no longer brings you joy, if it no longer aligns with your vision, and if it depletes you instead of enriches you. This applies to everything in life, that job, that career path, that relationship, that friendship, that situation, whatever it is that you're enduring. Here's your PSA on this fine Sunday morning or whenever you're watching this, that it's okay to breathe, to quit, and to let shit go. There is no award for person who struggled the most or person who, endured the hardest. You have one life, honey. And if you're not designing a life that inspires and empowers you, and a life that makes you want to rush out of bed in the morning and just conquer, then you're settling. And that is a harsh truth. Letting go is hard, it's tough, it is not for the weak. But having awareness and taking the decision to quit is the first step. You owe it to yourself to take control of your life and your decisions. Nobody's gonna do that for you. And one thing that you gotta realize is every indecision is a decision. Every time that you say no to your intuition, every time that you try to mask and pretend your inner convictions and your inner feelings, then you're settling. And even though it might be comfortable in the short term, more often than not, when you finally decide to cut the cord and quit, you're gonna ask yourself, oh my gosh, why didn't I just do this sooner? If there's one thing that I've had to learn and relearn in the hardest way, it's to learn to let go sooner than later. And every time that I have, it has always been extremely crucial to my growth, my happiness, and my fulfillment. And I've seen this happen in my professional life, in my personal life, So quick story, just to give you some context. In 2019, I had a groundbreaking idea for an app that solves a specific problem related to relationships and women. And I thought this would be a great idea to open up a startup, build a team, hire an app development company, blah, 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 blah. Like, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to save the world with this groundbreaking idea. And I was really invested in it. It took me a lot of time, a lot of resources, a lot of reaching out. This was just probably pre-pandemic, but like it all fell apart during the pandemic because I realized there were a lot of things that I did wrong, but I realized I had already invested so much in this thing, and I'm having second thoughts. I'm thinking like maybe people don't want this problem fixed. Maybe people are happy having this problem. It took me a long time to come to terms like this hill is not yours to climb, and I could decide to not listen to my gut and keep investing and keep trying to build a mansion out of sand and have it all fall apart in the end. So I really had to swallow my ego. I really had to take my losses and tell myself like, it's not now, it's not this problem, and so you need to quit. And it was hard because it was my baby. I invested so much in it for over 2 years, really trying to bring this to life, and it was finally getting to that point, and I was just like, no, no, absolutely not. And you know what? I was right. I was 100% right, because 2 or 3 years later, I saw other founders try to come up with a solution to this specific problem, and it flopped. It flopped. I literally had to sit there and watch other people try to bring my dream to life and watch them fail. That is a testament to the fact that that could have been me. That could have been me, $100,000 in debt, basically trying to build something that had no future. That is just an example of when failure can be justified. When failing in something, in a specific area of life, does not equate to your value as a person. Even successful people go through periods in their life where whatever ventures they're in fails, whatever relationships they're in ends. Just because they quit and they let go doesn't make them a failure. At the end of the day, we're our worst critics. Nobody's out there saying, oh my gosh, you're such a failure. Oh my gosh, you didn't do this. And maybe there are, but you don't care about those people anyway. But the point is, all that matters is what your brain tells you, and sometimes your brain will try to trick you like you're such a failure, and you hear this deep dark thoughts, and it just kind of puts you in a depressed state of mind. Learn to retrain your mind that it's okay to let go. It's okay if you quit that thing. It doesn't define who you are as a person, and it doesn't define what you're going to learn in future. There is a saying from my experience working in the startup industry. It's fail fast. Fail fast. Don't go too deep into a specific thing, niche, relationship, whatever it is, only for you to realize oh my gosh, I just spent 10 years in this. Listen, honey, you're not the first person who's going to invest time and resources into something and have it not work out. Have your lessons learned and make a decision to do better, and just keep it going. Some people will say, why give up? You've already invested so much. Well, to that I say, wasted time can never be revived. Time is so valuable. It doesn't matter how much money or blood or sweat or tears you've invested. At the end of the day, you can always get that back. But wasted time is gone forever. And we only have one life, so it's best to spend it doing things that align with your core to the utmost degree. Instead of settling and stumbling through life being delusional, thinking, oh, I'm just gonna try this, I'm gonna try that way. If it's not working, baby, let it go. Manifesting success is one thing, but when you have present and past data to help you analyze the future, it is best to act accordingly, cut your losses, and let that shit go. If you're thinking about quitting, it's important to talk to someone you trust. They can help you break things down and probably give you a unique perspective. And while I say this, I'll also like to mention, and this is so important, to take each person's feedback with a grain of salt, because there's this thing called context bias, and it influences everyone's perceptions. And ultimately, no one else is walking in your shoes, so no one can make that decision for you. So you need to learn to trust your gut and listen to your subconscious, because your heart knows when something's not right for you. And another tip is to remember that you're not obligated to do anything that you don't want to do. This is not a slave era. Like, nobody's tying a noose to your neck. Even those of us that come from really strict cultural backgrounds or religious backgrounds, like whatever that is. This is 2023. You have a right to choose what is best for you. And even if that means quitting what you've been doing for a long time, or cutting people that you've known for a long time, cutting them off. Quitting doesn't mean that you're a failure. It doesn't mean that you're giving up. It simply means that you are making a decision that is best for you. And as humans, we are intrinsically motivated by what makes us feel safe, stable, and happy. And that's normal. Businesses do it all the time, to make profit. We do it when we go take a job to make money. Even when we get into relationships, it's because we have certain needs that we want to have fulfilled. And there is no shame in admitting that and doing what's best for you, as long as you have your moral compass set straight and you believe in the law of karma. Do good and good shall be done unto you. Okay guys, that's all for today. I really hope this video gave you some food for thought and helped you, gain some perspective. If you enjoyed watching, don't forget to click the like and subscribe button on my channel for more content like this. And as always, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. When was a time you quit and it worked out for you in the long run? Until next time guys, take care of yourselves and remember, it is okay to quit, okay? You're not alone. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!